Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It is your fave, Alicia, and welcome back to another day in the life of a college professor. So if you're new here, I am a full-time college professor. I am a social work professor. I love what I do. I love my job. I love bringing you guys along with me on my journey of being a college professor and all that fun stuff. So I'm excited to give you guys another day in the life video. So let's get started. So today is October 2nd. We have stepped into a new month. So happy October 2nd. Today is Monday. So I have a lot to do today. Even though I'm not teaching, I gotta do some midterm preparation. I have to grade some work. I have a lot on my agenda for today. So I can't wait to bring you guys along with me. And I did say in my last vlog that I will be answering your questions that some of you left on my community post. So I'm definitely look forward to giving you guys those answers to your questions. And then also, you guys, I got a new work bag. So I want to show you guys my new work bag and also show you what goes in my work bag. So you know what's in the work bag of a college professor. So this video should be fun. So make sure that you're subscribed to my channel to stay tuned with more of these videos. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and let's get started. Okay guys, so this is the outfit of the day. This really cute blouse, and it kind of has some accents going on up here in the neckline, so I don't need to wear a necklace today. And then of course it has some yellow and orange tones in the shirt, so I'm gonna go in with these really cute earrings. They're like really like statement pieces, right? I love these earrings. And then my pants are just some regular blue slacks, but they're kind of classy though. Look at the nice little buttons on them. I love these pants. And then for shoes, I'm just going in with my Walmart. I don't even know what you call these shoes, like dress shoes. I don't know. They have memory foam though. They're really comfortable. So yeah, this is the outfit. So let's get dressed, guys. Just like that, we are all dressed for work. So let's go pack our new work bag. So I'm going to show you guys the work bag that I currently have, and oh my gosh, y'all, it's heavy. Anyways, you guys know how every like Black History Month Target like has a special section for Black History Month, and you know Black creators get to showcase their work. Where I got this one, this bag is probably like 2 years old now, so it's been my work bag for a while. It's a tote bag if you want to see. It's a nice size. I love it, but the only thing is, the heavier it gets, the more difficult it feels for me to, you know, kind of tote it around. So that's why I got a new tote. I got a new bag, and it's totally different than this one. So let me show you. Okay guys, so this is my new work bag. And you guys are probably like, wait a second. Isn't this a luggage? Well, it is, but it isn't. It's one of those bags that you can wheel around. So let me show you. I can wheel it, and it's not large and it's not small. It's like right in the middle. So yes, so I purchased this bag from Ross for only $25, you guys. $24.99. So I have been eyeing bags like these, you know, like they remind me of like lawyer bags. Like if you ever like watch a lawyer show, you'll see like some of them have totes, but a lot of them have bags that they just wheel around. It's just so much easier. It's less strain on your back, right? So I've been eyeing these, but these literally cost anywhere from $80 to $100 online. Like $100 bags, like, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to commit to buying $100 bag because I don't know if I truly want to continue to. So this is the thing, I'm not saying like I don't want this bag, but I want to test it out before I invest in $100 bag, because I wish that this bag was look at my son, y'all. Amir, say hi. My son, he's being studious. He's one of my students. You see, he was reading. But anyways, guys, so I want a black bag, but they only had a blue one, and I've been searching everywhere for a more like budget friendlier one, but I haven't found one, and this is the only one I found. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go with it. It's cute. You know, it's cute. So we're gonna test it out with this. And this has got like a really nice size. Like, look at that. I mean, it's literally like a luggage, you know, but everything I have should fit in here. So we're gonna transfer everything out of that green tote into here. So first off, I definitely have a binder with just like a notebook, a folder for me to store things. It has extra pencils, so this is definitely going in the new bag. Y'all, I have a comb. I am a black woman, okay, and the comb is going with me, so I'm putting that in the new bag. So these two books need to go in the new bag. These are not books for my class. These are books that I've been reading. It's just helping me be a better online teacher because I do teach in person and I also have online sections. So I'm definitely going to pack these two. And then for me, this is super important. Right now, these have graded quizzes in it. So this folder, I always like to use this folder for like graded quizzes, graded midterms. So this definitely needs to come with me. Then I got another notebook, you guys. I do like using this notebook too. Like, as you can see, I write notes. Like, I feel like as a college professor, you can never have too many notebooks. I say like two. You should have maybe two. Like two for like note taking, and then another, so one for note taking, and then one that you can use, like say if your students need like a piece of paper or you need to just jot something down, like you could rip it out. So that's what this one is. This is why this one's kind of like janky. And I do get all my notebooks from Dollar Tree. Like, I do not buy like $7 notebooks. It's just, I don't know. I don't need to. If you feel like you need like the more expensive notebooks, then by all means, do what feels good to you, you know? But for me, the dollar notebooks work just fine. You guys, I got a mask. Y'all know it's coming back. Y'all been hearing the story, so this is coming with me. Oh, you guys, so here's my work name tag. It says my name. It says what school I work for. So definitely need this. I don't wear my work name tag every day, but when I go to like faculty meetings and things of that nature, I do like to wear my work badge, just so people, you know, people might forget your name, they might not know you, so it just makes it a little bit easier. Someone can say, oh, hi, your name's Alicia, you know? So I do like wearing that. So that's it, you guys. I don't have nothing but like 5 or 6 items going in this new bag, but let's pack it up. I want to invest in $100 one because I don't know if I look silly. Like, I see other professors and I even see some students with this style of bag. So I don't know, maybe it's just in my head. I don't know. We're gonna test it out today and see how I feel about it. I low-key don't want to take the tags off of it because I'm like, if this ain't gonna work, I could take this back. Like, I don't know, y'all. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know by the end of the day how I feel about it. Okay guys, so I was just about to leave the house and I looked down at the bag and let me show y'all what's on the bag. It already has stains. Like, I have not even carried this yet. Like, why does it have stains? Like, that's a no. That's just not gonna work. So never mind, scratch that, you guys. I actually am gonna return this bag and I'm just gonna have to stick it out, me and my girl, out until I found a new one, because if it already has, like, you know what I'm saying, stains on this bag, imagine when I really do carry it today, like by the end of the day, how like bad it's probably going to look. Like, it's going to get stained up in even more, you know. And that's why I was hesitant on this bag, because of the color. That's why I wanted a black bag, but I don't know, I might just have to invest in the black bag, because that one, yeah, it's not working. So oh well. Sorry you guys, but at least I did show you guys what I was thinking, my thought process, you know. But yeah, it's a no for me. Okay, now seriously, I had to put all my stuff back in this bag because we got to get to work. So I'm gonna see you guys when I get in the car. Hey guys, so I made it to campus and I'm just walking to my office. It's so pretty outside. It literally looks like a summer day and we're in fall, but I don't know. But here's a better look, you guys. I did change my shoes. I look like I had on Michael Jackson's shoes because I had on white socks with black shoes. So I changed them to these brown boots. I'll flip the camera and let y'all see them. But Yep, just on my way to the office. Hey guys, so I'm in the office, and you guys have seen my office if you're a subscriber to my channel. If not, make sure you guys go back so you can take a look at my office. But anyways, you guys, so I just sat here and made a to-do list, and there's really only about 5 tasks that I really need to tackle today. Like I said, it's October 2nd, so midterms is finally approaching. What that means for me as their professor is I need to create their midterm exam. I don't like keeping the same midterms from year to year. So just because I've taught this class already last semester, I don't necessarily like to just take that exam that I gave those students in year 2022 and give it to the students in year 2023. You want to spruce it up, you want to make it different, especially because each time you teach a class, the experience is different. What the students learn is different. So what you might have asked on an exam one year might not be appropriate to ask for the next year. You catch my drift? So yeah, so that was on my to-do list. That's on my to-do list today, is create the midterm. Before I create the midterm, I always create a study guide for my students, which I've kind of already been working on that. So I'll kind of give you guys a little synopsis of that. And then also I just need to grade some work, and then I need to spruce up my calendar. You guys know I have this very large desk calendar. Yeah, September's over, so I need to tear this off and get to October. I just love how October 1st started on a Sunday. That is just, I love that, right? So yeah, so I need to write out any important dates for school that I need to put on my calendar, because this is only for work purposes for school. I don't put like any personal information on this calendar because of course it's in my office, and you know, other people have access to my office, you know, so like cleaning staff and things like that. So I never want to put anything too personal on my calendar. Let me show you guys the midterm study guide that I've been working on. So it's really easy. I just like to do this, tell them which chapters it's over, and yeah, it's basically just themes, concepts, terms that they need to really study and really need to get a good grasp on so they'll be able to successfully pass their midterm exam. So I'm actually finished with the study guide, so I'm going to go ahead and post it online for them to see. My online class and my in-person class gets the same study guide. So yeah, and I have already started working on the midterm exam, and so it's worth 25 points. So I like having a mixture between multiple choice, short answer, and true and false. So altogether the student has the opportunity to get 25 points. And I really like the way it looks. I think that it's really geared towards this year's students, like what I've been teaching, what I've been going over. So I feel really happy about it. I love to just sit here and proofread it like 10 times. I'm telling you, and each time I find an error. So I do use Grammarly, and you know, that helps a lot, but sometimes Grammarly doesn't even get everything. So it really takes for me to sit and read through it and make sure that I haven't missed any typo, just anything, you know. Okay everyone, so I definitely did want to answer some questions that I received on my community post on YouTube. If you're not aware of that, it's literally, it kind of looks like an Instagram feed. Like you can post a picture, and when you do that you can ask questions and whatnot. So on there I asked you guys, what would you like for me to answer in my next day in the life of professor video? So yeah, I got about 4 questions, so I appreciate you asking me those questions, and yeah, let me get those answered for you. So I loved one question. I believe your name is Shonda. You asked me, you know, could you get a glimpse of me like in action teaching my classes, like, you know, if that's possible. And I love that. So of course, you know, and as you said too, you know that I can't like show my students, but I do feel like it's a way for me to be able to show you guys in action, like record me lecturing, like giving a lecture, teaching my class. So that's something that I'm going to think more about, and I'm going to get a video for you guys, because that's going to be super cool. And I know that would have been super helpful for me when I first start teaching, like actually seeing a new professor start out teaching, or not even a new professor, but just seeing a professor just teach a class. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want to see that? You know, when you kind of think about it, it's like shadowing. Like, you know, when you get a new job and you shadow someone that's already like on the job, you know. Unfortunately, in higher education, you don't get a lot of that. You can have the opportunity, like if you ask, but I don't think that it's like given to you. Like when you get hired, they're like, okay, now you're going to shadow this communications teacher or this social work teacher. You know, it's more so you have to ask for it on your own, and then you have to ask a teacher, another professor. So you got to have their relationship with that professor. It could be a lot. So I'm definitely going to figure out a way for me to record that for you guys. Another great question that I got, and I think the young lady's name is Dee. So Dee was talking about how she is a nursing instructor. I love that. So being a nursing instructor, she said that she's found it kind of difficult, that it feels as if she's having to relearn all of this material in order to teach her students. And 100% I can empathize with that, because that is exactly how I felt my first year of teaching, which was last year. It was like information overload, and it was kind of funny. It was the irony of it being, this is all the information that I've already learned in my master's and my bachelor's program, but yet when you have to teach it, I don't know, for some reason maybe it feels like you haven't learned it, or you forgot everything, or you just need like a refresher, you know. So essentially, when you teach, in order to teach, you've got to know the material, right? So essentially you are having to relearn all of this material. And trust me, it is never just oh, I know this material, I can teach this 100 times. No, trust me, there is always new ways that you can learn to reteach material, new ways that you can learn material. So, and I know Dee, in your post also, you were asking about, you know, did you get training? How was that for you? Like, what was the process? So at my university, they do a great job of having available training for new employees, especially new professors. So at my university, there is a center for teaching and learning, like an actual center that even if you're not a new professor, you can still participate in the programs that this Center for Teaching and Learning has. So essentially, they just have a list of programs that you can take either virtually or you can come in person. And in these programs, they're teaching you the skills that you would need to be a great teacher. And those skills can include diversity and inclusion skills. It can include in ways to engage your online students. It has teaching effectiveness skills. It's just a long list of skills and programs that you can take advantage of. It's free if you're an employee, which is great. I know my very first year, I was a part of 2 programs under this Center of Teaching and Learning. And in one of the programs, it was an Adobe program. So if you're familiar with Adobe, ADOBE, so you know PowerPoints, right? So instead of PowerPoints, Adobe has what's called web pages. I personally don't like looking at PowerPoints. So as a professor, I just knew like I would kind of struggle with creating PowerPoints, presenting PowerPoints, just because it's not up to my standards of technology and, you know, just the new ways of the world. So web pages are beautiful. They look like websites, and instead of doing a PowerPoint, you can create a web page for your students, and that is what I do. And I learned step by step how to create web pages by being in this program under the Center of Teaching and Learning. So I would say, Dee, if your school offers any type of teaching programs, teaching courses, anything like that, definitely take advantage of that, because first off, you're going to learn so much, and then you're also going to be in this program with other professors who might not even work in the same department as you. So I was a social work professor, but I was in this program with people from communications, people from public health, nursing. They were just from all over, and we got to come together. It was like once a month, and we learned these new skills, and it helped me so much. And it also just helped me feel like I wasn't the only one struggling, right? Because in these programs, a lot of professors are new just like you, so they're gonna have the same questions as you. So that was super helpful. So my advice would be, try to see what programs your school has, because I'm pretty sure they do. So hopefully that helped answer that question for you, Dee. So another one of our family members asked, how did I choose the right university to work at? I'm sorry, I'm just reading it off my computer. So she asked, how did I choose the right university to work at, and do I have any tips, things like that? That's a great question, and I think that could be a separate video. So because we could get into that. Okay, so I'm definitely going to do a separate video on that, but I kind of do already have videos surrounding that type of topic, so make sure you guys go through my playlist. I have I have professor video playlist, I have doctor of social work playlist, social work playlist. So go through those playlists, because a lot of those videos could probably help answer your questions on how I chose the right university. So the last question that I'm going to go over is a question that asked, am I teaching at a research institution or a teaching focused institution? I love that question. And she also asked, you know, do I have a lab or do I primarily teach? So I think it's important to note, I'm a doctoral level professor, so I have a DSW. I don't have a PhD, so I don't have a lab because I don't do any research. So I don't have a lab, so everything that I do is I teach. That's my primary goal. I teach. Of course I have to do service, so I have to be a part of like committees, whether that's on campus through my university or off campus like in the community. Primarily, I am at a research institute, but I also am at a teaching institute. But if I had to pick between the two, it's more research than teaching, but we have a lot of emphasis on teaching. So hopefully that answered your question. And I love being a part of a research institute. I learned so much. Even though I'm not doing research, I learned so much. I mean, of course, to get my doctorate degree, I had to do research. So I'm aware of what research is, okay? But it's just not in my everyday life. But I'm so happy I was able to answer everyone's questions. Please make sure if you have more questions, just leave them down below. I will get them answered for you. Yeah, I love just being a support to you all because you guys help me too. So definitely leave me a comment. Make sure you like this video. Please give me any suggestions for a new work bag, because as you can see, that was a fail. Like I was thinking about that on my way here. I'm like, wow, that work bag it's not gonna work. But anyways, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next day in the life of a professor video. That is a tongue twister, y'all. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace. I just wanna be your favorite.